All right. So let me say good evening. Welcome to another great edition of the Miles TV. Tonight is a great night again for us to be back. Uh, we are here to climb Mars, the year 2025, on the Miles TV. And tonight, just going to be a discussion. We are going to be having all of our guests. Sorry, not our guests, but all of our panelists and co-hosts are going to be here. We are going to, do some review, take in some calls, tell us how you feel about the Miles TV over the year. We're going to have an interactive discussion tonight. So we are super excited to be here. Facebook, we want to say we own no copyright to the sound that is being played. We are blessed tonight. We firstly want to bless God for his guardians over our lives. Many were switching to see this day, but the cold hand of death have taken them away. You and myself are not better than them, but it's because of the special grace of God that we are here. So, as you are watching us tonight, we want to say don't forget to follow our page on YouTube uh, and then that of our Facebook page as well. You can ask your question in the comment section, and we are going to take into consideration. Tonight going to be a very interactive night. While we await our other colleagues to join us, as we keep the ball rolling, we want to play a song tonight. And Facebook, we say, please allow us to play this song because we own no copyright to it. We're about to play this song as our commercial for tonight. And as the ball go on, we will try to start the discussion. So you all know I've been your host uh, for the past time. We've been here doing what we can do to give back to society. We've been providing educational talks. We've been providing religious talk. We've been providing social talk. Those discussions we've been carrying on have helped. We know our discussions have helped society a lot to overcome some challenges. So I know it has been so fruitful. Sorry to say we are not here to question people because people do different contents and what have you. But some people will use their social media page to create unnecessary things, to do things that is now. But that's it. That's their own style. We don't condemn people here. But we decide to use this platform to create social awareness, to create academic awareness, to create religious awareness. We've been bringing a lot of our senior brothers who are harder into spirituality. We've been bringing them, and then there has been laying some foundations that we need to follow in order to make our lives better. So, having said this, I would like to take our commercial song, and then once we get back, we start the ball rolling. So, invite somebody right now to come and watch the Myers TV. You can go and watch it on YouTube and then follow us as well. And then there is Facebook. You can also do. So we'll join very shortly, but listen to this song. Tonight is a danceable song. Wherever you are, we're about to bring you iron breakup. We're about to break our backs. If you can dance whatever way tonight, this entire week is a celebration week because just imagine my brothers and sisters. Many went to hospital over and over. Some people went there, they were unable to come back. But maybe some way, somehow you went there, but doctor was like, you are okay, nothing wrong with you. You came back successfully. And you've been roaming around here and there. God has been keeping us alive with all our circumstances, with all those things we do that is not, right in the eyes of God. But yet still He kept us alive. You have all reasons to give Him praise. So tonight we dedicate the platform by playing this song "Iron Breakup." And every one of us going to break our back tonight. We're going to shake our heads. We're going to make it so interactive tonight. Let me bring my own friend and brother. Philip, are you here? How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing pretty good this evening, bro.
Tonight gonna be also a danceable night because we want to have a song. I know you are listening to Iron Breakup, so I was just cooking somewhere and then I saw that song.
Alright.
and and Philip, this is right. This is it, right? We have to give God all praises because it has to
Amen.
be God who have brought us this far. Just few days ago, our other brother there, I know he really wanted to see the year 2026, but see what have
Right.
happened to him. We are not better than him.
Right.
It could have been us, but God
Sure.
has saved us, I think, for the reasons. So we have all reason to give God praise. So before I
Exactly.
allow my brother, and then we carry on the conversation, let's take this song and we all can shake our heads. Whatever way you can dance tonight as we go through. So let's take the song and then once we get back, we start the ball rolling.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Jesus, tere mambano. Ah, ready ke ya yemo. Ready. Kiss me, Jehovah. Ocean divider. The lily of the valley. Consuming fire. Double. Jehovah Jireh. I say he can break up poverty. Double. I say he can break your barrenness. I say he can break your sickness. Iron, iron, iron. Iron, iron, iron. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Oh, your man, they want. Oh, your man, they make. I can put the temper. Oh, your man, I want it. Oh, your man, they did. Oh, your man, they did. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You are the only fire that burned the bush and the bush was not consumed. The only possibility that exists. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Jesus, tere mambano. Ah, ready ke ya yemo. Ready. Kiss me, Jehovah. Ocean divider. The lily of the valley. Consuming fire. Double. Jehovah Jireh. I say he can break your poverty. Double. I say he can break your barrenness. I say he can break your sin.
My brother, are you there? Are you there tonight? I hope you are dancing tonight.
I'm here.
Iron, iron, iron. Iron, iron, iron. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Oh, your man, they want. Oh, your man, they make. I can put the temper. Oh, your man, I want it. Oh, your man, they did. Oh, your man, they did. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Come on, come on. The only oracle that comes to the tabernacle to tackle my obstacle without leaving any particles. His name is Jehovah. Abandon Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Sikini, Jehovah Rafika, Immortal Redeemer, consuming fire, the lily of the valley. I am miracle, 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 I am miracle. Gaba gaba gaba, jodiba jodiba jodiba, jodiba jodiba jodiba. Iron iron iron, iron iron iron, iron iron iron, iron miracle, iron miracle, iron miracle. Gaba gaba gaba, jodiba jodiba jodiba. I am miracle. Who has the final say? Jehovah. Operation Bulldozer, Operation Massacre. From island to hospital, from hospital to mortuary, from mortuary to grave, from grave to hellfire. After this war, God will take your enemies to the hospital, from hospital to the mortuary, from mortuary to the grave. Operation Bulldozer, Operation Massacre. Bulldozer, Operation Massacre. Aya, 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 aya. What's that, yele? Gaba, gaba, gaba. Jebe, jebe, jebe. Kidibo, 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 kidibo. Operation Bulldozer, Operation Massacre. Operation Bulldozer, Operation Massacre. Operation Tibebo, Operation Bulldozer. Aya, 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 aya. What's that, yele? Gaba, gaba, gaba. Jebe, jebe, jebe. Kidibo, kidibo, kidibo. Kididi, kididi, kididi. Oh my soul, oh my soul. Oh my soul, oh my soul. Oh my soul, my soul. Oh my soul, oh 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 my soul. Oh my soul. I need the booyah. I feel like dancing.
I don't know whether we can take it again. I don't know whether we can take this song again, Philip.
I am breaker.
uh Tonight is so good that we are here tonight on the Miles TV. Wherever you are watching us from, we say welcome to our final edition of the Miles TV. Tonight we are blessed to be here to have interactive talk. You know, there are a lot of things that have been happening over the year. And I felt I was just sitting and then this song just came to my mind. You know, I was cooking somewhere. And then when I saw this song, I say, I think tonight we have to praise God. We're going to appreciate Him for the level of joy He has given to us.
Right.
Leaving your family far away and coming to this place. Uh, there are a lot of things people don't understand. They are the same. But God has been keeping us alive. So we have all reasons to say indeed He's an iron breaker. You know,
Yes,
there are
sir.
places that people say we couldn't have passed, but God has opened that door for us, and we are able to step, you know, there. So we have all reasons to say thank you. And this is why the Miles TV family have come this evening to conclude with a praise, to give all thanks and appreciation to God. But first, let's talk about the song, Philip. What you make about the song tonight?
The song is actually a great song, and it's a prophetic song. Like, like the singer is like, God is an iron breaker. Yeah, he kind of breaking irons. Like, we can actually compare that to a yoke, where we talk about spiritual yoke being placed on our shoulders, and we telling God that, Papa, it's only you who can break this yoke, and we know that you are the iron breaker. So break this iron, break this yoke, and we believe that God has broken, yokes that have been holding us down, irons that have been holding us down. We believe God, has broken them. And even the chains, like the songwriter says, he has the power to break every chain. So he has broken all of those chains, all of those irons. And we say, thank to God, all thanks to God, and all praise to God for everything he's doing for us. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a perfect definitions of the song that we just played. And I know every one of us has experienced the breaking of irons from our lives through the hands of God, you know. Yeah, God has done extraordinary that we just cannot say or hear. Yeah.
right.
So let's go, my brother. Tonight we want to talk about what has been your own experience, you know, when it comes to the Miles TV. What has been your own experience? Yeah, what have you experienced throughout the time, my brother? Let's have a discussion tonight. Let's start with you, and then I think, yeah, we'll try to make some highlight.
Uh, for me, I'm excited. As you can see the expression on my face and my voice can even tell you how excited I am to share my reflection of all the activities we've had on this platform, looking at the education, looking at the social, looking at the youth development aspect, and we also look at the religious aspect. Yeah, so we've been having a great time from the time I joined the platform. It's been so impactful. It's been inspiring. It's been motivating. I mean, I've actually learned a lot along the way, and meeting you guys and joining the team has been such a career boost for me. So I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to serve our people with the Myers television. So it's been super excited for me. It's been I mean a fantastic journey all along. So yeah, I can't say much, but it's been so impactful.
You are
You are
telling me, say you
muted.
are their mentor.
Eh?
So, so in all, like my brother said, let me just give some highlights.
But Myers, before you continue, who's that person? Who's that person who told you that I'm their mentor?
I'm
You
gonna
you
tell you,
haven't
my brother.
man. I would like to know the
You
person.
no, we're in a meeting, you know. After ear was sharp, so I now want Alfred to know what this person had told me that Alfred Philip has been there. You know, Alfred let it G, so I was like, no, I'm not going to say. Yeah,
Right.
because I
Okay.
was talking with you when I got a communication from the person, so I was like, I just did a screenshot when we was in the meeting, and then when I saw it, it's like, oh wow, that's this guy has been a mentor to me, you know, over
Oh,
the past. I was like, wow. But then the Miles TV has blessed to have great people. So let me start by saying I want to appreciate my team members. We were far in numbers, but you know, uh, it's somehow hard to say, right? Even
yeah,
Jesus who were having the 12 disciples, one there has one a problem, right?
yeah,
He said, one of you here, one of you guys here will betray me.
right,
We're not saying the person has betrayed us, but it has been a struggle. It is not easy to
right,
dedicate your time when it comes to this. It has been
right,
really a hard time. So, all of our followers tonight, one day when I sat, I like, I owe society a lot. There are a lot
sure,
of things I need to give back to society. But how
sure,
can I start giving these things back to society? And I was like, look at me right now. I'm studying. I don't even have 5 cents. And I'm talking about having a foundation in a different forms and manner that I want to do it. But I don't have the form now. So what can I do? Then something run to my mind. Say, I think you have to pause. You have to pause for a while and give yourself, you know, another trial. So I was like, okay, but we live in a country that internet system has been very strong. We are not here tonight to condemn other media and what of you. They are all doing their best.
right,
The way we the feel that they can put, you know, yeah. And I was like, but I think right, I can start giving back to the social media.
right,
And to be sincere tonight, one of the person that have motivated me a lot, let me say on this platform, is even though he's doing a political stuff, but it's through the CEO Stanton Waterspoon. When I try to see the lot of engagement that he bringing professional people, they are discussing the level of the growth and development of our country.
Right.
And I was like, I think I can do the same, but in a different form and manner by bringing the same students who are in the various field of studies that can come out and we can try to discuss. Philip, we live in a desperate situation today that a lot of people are lacking their career path, and which, of course, this year, is one of our key focus. There are some people don't even there are a lot of our young brothers and sisters who are still in high school that don't know how to find their way out. They don't know what they want to do. And there are
Right.
new techniques that we are bringing, new ideas we are bringing. So I was like, but I think when I bring these young people out who are already in their career now, I think they will try to bring some discussion relating their field of studies, and maybe it might grab the interest of other young people, and then they must say, yes, I think I can follow this path, I can follow this path. Further, when I share
Right.
my own personal experience with you, I never thought, so let me say tonight on the Miles TV, I never thought of being a profession, medical professional, right? I never thought
Right.
on being a medical professional. That's the thing about it. That's reality. But when I sat down critically, I'm like, I was struggling. I went to a few mentors. They was like, but you've been very good at the science department. Why you cannot do the science? And someone was like, Myers, when you were in school, you was like an advocate, right? You really advocated for us. I think you going to political side would be a right thing. You really used to be there for the students. We saw how you were in the students' issue and other things. Myers, you've been a well outspoken person. We think you can do journalism. There are a lot of options that came, but all being God. And then we
Right.
sat down and said, well, God, what can we do? But you see, sometimes among all the suggestions, there are one that you have to take. And you have
Right.
to look at it very keenly, right? So my mom was like, Miles, you have to look at the world today. The health of people are very important. The health of people are very important today.
Right.
Nowadays, when you save one life, there are millions of family lives you have saved. You don't know that because you don't know where the other thing. And I was like, wow. And I've been somebody who really had like to have like how should I put it? Always had that feeling of passionate, right? Being a passion person. When things happen to people, I feel sorry. Like Ben will say, being so sorrowful and what of you. So it's like I think I need to drive that way. I never thought on it. My entire plan when I strategized all those things, when I look at it critically, I was like, I think I had to run to the human resource and management department, to become HR and what have you,
Mm.
administrators and all the things I was thinking of. But then my brother, when God has destiny for a particular thing, no matter what you do, you have to find yourself there. So that's how some of us we find
Right.
ourselves in that kind of profession. Today, through the help of God, we are a final year student of the Operation Theater Technology Department. And we
Praise
did not just
God.
came and said we did not just say we want to study medical courses, right? But we choose something that most of our people, when you say it to them in Liberia, they were, why you really studying, you have to break your own course down, into the level of our Liberian understanding before people will try to understand what you are really doing. So that's why we
Yes,
have
sir.
been engaged into over the years. You understand? So when we sat down, I was just saying this, to say when we sat down, we was like, why can we get back? Okay, welcome to all of our followers. Why can we get back to society? Let's bring the other this other guy who are in their field of studies, know more about it, and we can draft into some discussion that will also help our generations or our people, to move on. And I was like, but my one cannot do that thing. Oh.
Mm.
My brother, the first show that I ever hosted, it was so challenging.
Mm.
I remember it was the agriculture department I hosted, and you remember this guy called Rabasco.
Yeah,
He
Rabasco.
always been with us for years. And a girl from South Africa, her name is Joyce. I remember Joyce. My brother, the guest has seated already to their viewer, destination
Mm.
and waiting the show to start, my man. Just imagine everybody now have heard that there's the first show of the Miles TV, my brother. People were calling, but my when the show starting now, we are
Mm.
all posted here when the show starting. I tell you, don't worry, the show will soon start. My brother, for the show to start that night, my entire surrounding lost internet.
Woo!
My entire surrounding lost internet. What the guests were already seated. Ah, but how can we do the thing? My brother, we tried the laptop, no way. Okay, let's move to the phone. We moved to the phone, my brother, no way. Ah, for almost an hour, the thing happening. Then people still calling, but what happened? The show now. I'm like, eh. What kind of thing is this? So it's like, wow, what can we do? But we had to give it to God. After some times, we had that show that night. It was very short and sweet. And everybody was like, yeah. Even though we waited for the show, but we had to watch it the next morning because we went to bed. It was not easy. And this. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
at least thank God you watch it and then you saw why it was, how it was. So that's how we've been moving and we were engaging other students. Some days, my brother, to get some student to come, not small things. Some people, they will say, okay, I'll get back to you. People don't know the challenges we go through. I'll get back to you, Miles. And I'll get back to you. I'll do this, I'll do that. I was like, okay, get back to me. It won't be easy. Some days you remember some guests and we'll sing for it, and ourselves kind of discuss the thing what we're not prepared for it.
Right. Right.
So discouraging sometimes. But it's like we have to keep the ball rolling. We have to be committed. My brother, anything you want to do, you have to be committed with it. I
Right.
remember sometimes, you remember, I needed to have show and I also having an exam.
Yes.
And people are saying, Miles, the platform is growing now, you don't need to stop it. And my exam goes for like a month. I'm telling you, my exam here go for like a month. Almost because almost 3 week, plus.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
how can I? And one of the things, if you cannot balance your social life and then that of your academic life, there are some difficulties you face, right? Even though what I'm trying to do
Right.
is not really about social thing, but we have to do our own research, how to do some things, and other things, reaching out to people. If you cannot balance these two things, it becomes very tough for us, right? So some days, my brother, I had to study for exam, and I had to do the Myers TV. What decision can I make? I'm confused. And people be like, my colleagues will be like, huh, I mean, taking Rizzo. But we fought it because we were like, we have to get back to society. And through all the years, we want to say, my people who are watching us tonight, there are a lot of challenges we went through. There are a lot of things we passed through. But today, God has helped us to reach this far. It is not just Myers,
Amen.
but a very big thank you to Afra. When I was like,
Yeah.
who can I bring on board? Who are those people I can bring on board? And my mind ran on after I hosted him as guest before. And when I reached out to him, I
Okay.
was like, my brother, we can work this thing together. And failure to be sincere, you guys have been doing extremely well. But let me start with Afra. When Afra came in, let me tell you some of the fun that we have been facing behind the scenes. So now I can want to tell you. Some of the guests can say, where you tell the Afra guy from? Afra will be asking a whole lot of questions, strategic questions to come make us on the platform. Until some people say, I want to come on the platform, they post it a day. Afra not on the show, they will kind of like, no. Afra is there to also help in making you strong or stronger, right? So that's why he do these things. It's just a brain teasing thing that you be acting sometimes to just play with you, to know, your level of intelligence. So these are things we've been facing. And later I was like, two men cannot do this thing. We need more people. When I told my brother, he was like, yeah. And you saw we hosted Miss Wonders.
Mm.
When we hosted Miss Wonders, we thought of Miss Wonders. Miss Wonders was like, me, I'm prepared for 18 a year.
Mm.
I'm like, Miss Wonders, we baking. Most people like, and we're going to talk to Miss Wonders in New Year. Miss Wonders will be showing her face. Because
Right.
the time the mother started showing her film on the platform, the thing I'm telling you about, almost all the students in my university, the male students, you can watch the show. They said when I, they said my house we want that girl, we can be on the show one no more. I was like, okay, just be watching the show. The more you watch the show, just be
Yeah.
sending you your comment. Yeah, she can be reading it too. Yeah, maybe she'll respond to you one day. That kind
Right.
of feeling that you have to give to them. Yeah. So and we work together very tirelessly, the three of us. And I was like, we stay small, we need more people, more ideas. And then we reached to our brother from Liberia, who also he came to us first. It was he who called. He said, my brother, I want to be part of this initiative. And we discussed it as a team. Was like, okay, my brother, you can come over. And he also did extremely well. We worked together for some times, very extremely well. And then my brother, I don't know how to say you have been a very uh, inspiration to this platform. I
Praise.
appreciate you ever so much. People tell me you being their mentor is 100% true.
Okay. So then, all thanks to God.
You've been mentoring people, that's true. And let me say, my people, it's not because Philip is here, but Philip has been doing extremely well behind the scene. And my people, when I tell y'all the plan that Philip have for this platform, you won't believe it. All we need you to do this coming year, you're still with us. You go
Yeah.
subscribe to our YouTube channel. You
Right.
subscribe to our Facebook page. Because I was
Yeah.
said, some days we gotta be drinking a soft drink and I was talking to you, like, what we say you do it. So Facebook can be giving us small thing. You do it,
Absolutely,
my
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Philip, thank you so much. I must appreciate you for the level of, you know, humanity, the kind of person you are. You have always been supportive when it comes to the Myers TV. You have been doing extremely well. Words are inadequate to express tonight. And I hope all of our colleagues were going to be here. I don't know why they are not here, but now, okay, I think I received text from Afra. Yeah, you're facing one or two problems. So, my brother, this is how it has been. And things has been rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. So, before I go forward again with some things, maybe you have something to say. Let me give you the floor, my brother.
Thank you so much, CEO. And again, I would like to thank you for actually creating this platform and listening to God. Yeah, because like you said, from the story you just narrated, you had too many suggestions, people making suggestions, people providing their own recommendations and inputs and stuff and stuff and stuff. And you had so many options to choose between. But I believe that God, through the Holy Spirit, was able to, prompt you to this. And what God has started through you for us, not just our followers, but including ourselves, right? Is actually making impact on our own lives. Like we all being shaped, socially, we all being shaped, educationally, religiously. I mean, we kind of discussing different topics in different careers. It actually widen or broaden your horizon, right? Like you get to know what's happening in this industry, what's happening in this sector, and what's happening in this other environment. So the Miles TV has been one source of support, to me along my personal development, social development, and what have you. So I like the story and I like the way you narrated the story. So everything that is kind of great, it starts this way. Yeah, imagine the first show you had. You had to experience some difficulties, and at the end, the show was held because this has been established and ordained by God. So we know the hands of God is upon the Mass TV, and we're just hoping for the greater glory, and we're hoping to enlarge our tent. We're hoping to do much more and a bigger things for our country, Liberia, the community we in, and even Africa and the world at large. So we are here to stay. I want to say to our followers that the Myers TV is here to stay because the vision bearer is actually a God fearing man, not just God fearing only, but also a committed man. Yeah, he's a committed man. Honestly, Miles, there are times, especially when we're still in the wind, that summer, right? And then I'll be like seeing you sending messages to the chat room. I'll be like, this guy's committed. And you send a message, there are times our laptops are open, we all doing more research and stuff in our own coursework, and we are not able to read the message fully, right? We just come in spam. But you will still be there, still be there. I mean, I like your persistency though. And I'd be like, wow, this guy is something else. And honestly, you've been one of the reasons why some of us are still on the platform. Because if the head is kind of lazy, the head is not committed to the vision, the head is not persistent to the vision, some of us wouldn't have still been on the platform this day or even this minute. But because of your consistency, how disciplined you are, and how kind you are, and how focused you are for this platform growth. That's why we are still here. And again, this is not possible because of you being the vision bearer, or we kind of helping the vision to grow or flourish. But our followers, they have been the real hero behind the Myers television growth. Those people, they put their data in their phones from Liberia, from India, around the world, Uganda, everywhere. They put their let Mika buy and thing, they follow us. They comment, they share the post, and do other things. So it's actually a win-win process for all. We kind of come on the platform, share our thoughts. We invite guests, they share their thoughts, and then our audience pay attention, listen, and take down notes and stuff. It's all been a round blessing for us. And it's God who's been fueling us. And we know that what God has started through you and us, He's going to establish it, and He's also going to fulfill it. And at the end, we see the greater glory of the Mass television, you know, uh, goals, and you may call it plans for the 2026, 2027, 2028 until eternity. Because I said, Myers TV is not here just for the time being. Oh, because we have internet access, it's not about internet access, it's about the passion to give back. It's about the passion to educate. It's about the passion to connect. It's about the passion to show the way. It's about the passion, to mentor. It's about the passion to connect people. So, because of that passion, that's why Myers TV is going to remain till Jesus comes. My people, we're taking this platform at a very high level. We are going to go on the world stage. Like, one of our influencers in Liberia, Prophet Key, he called his platform the world stage, his self-proclaimed world stage, right? So this platform, through the grace of God and our own, strength, we're going to take the Myers television from this one laptop thing, or bedroom, or classroom, or telephone thing, to a mega studio, a very big studio where we do our podcast, we do arts, we do other things. I mean, it's not only in India, but also we're going to go across Liberia and everywhere in the world. So we are here to stay. And to our followers, comes 2026. Hey, it's actually a full package. 2026 is actually a full package. So tonight I would just like to throw, just some highlights on what we going to be talking about comes 2026. So if the CEO gave the time to me, I'm just going to throw some lights, beginning from education to our religious, talking point, and even our social point. So you can know exactly what's happening. The people say, if you know the Christmas will be fun, and you know that the Eve will tell you. So tonight, we're just gonna
The
throw a
evil tell
light.
you, eh?
Yeah. Tonight we tell you what we coming up with. What we bringing to your telephone, what we bringing to your tablet, what we bringing to your laptop or your desktop, or whatever device you are using to monitor us, to listen to us, and to interact with us, to engage with our contents and stuff. So it's been God from January 1 to December 30th. It's all been God. So we are grateful to God. So if the CEO can give me the time, I'll be very
My
grateful. So
brother, you have the time. So, to all of our followers, whatever question you want to ask, whatever thing you want to know, just
yeah,
you can just send it to us. Listen, we need potential people. If you having the same mindset that we are having, we need potential people, right? Committed people. Now we don't have money to pay people. We need people who are waiting, committed, who waiting to see us at that
right,
international level. We no more want to be just, even though we are at the international level, but want to be seeing that place, that there are certain people we're looking at say, like, beyond our expectation. So
right.
if you are a potential individual, right, we are open to working with people. We are open to partner with people who are willing. So, like my brother said, he's going to make some highlight on some of these things that we are planning through the help of God to achieve this coming year. And the so enjoyable thing that you're coming here for 2026. My brother will be
Yeah.
highlighting it. So Philip, you can go ahead tonight.
Okay, just before I proceed, if you have the WhatsApp number there with you, you can read the WhatsApp number to them to call in for questioning or for compliments and other things.
Thank you so much. So we have two WhatsApp number. You can call us. But if you are from India, you can also call directly. But you don't. Everybody now use WhatsApp. So you can call this number +231 881 30 23 64 +231 881 30 23 64. You can call to give us your compliment, whatever you want to say, whatever suggestion you have, whatever, we are here for it. You can call that number. But if you are from India, you can also call. It's a WhatsApp number as well. Okay, it's a WhatsApp number. I'm seeing somebody already on our WhatsApp already. If you are from India, we also have this WhatsApp number. Is +9. But Philly, I think you can also take call from your side. Just call your own number as well. So I
Uh,
cannot get two calls coming in.
okay, okay. So let me read my WhatsApp number. I just hope
Yeah.
I remembered. So my WhatsApp number is +919266 833 94. I read again. +919266 833 94. That's my WhatsApp number and also my local Indian number. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So Philip, please make some highlight again. So I read this message I just received, right? So
Mm.
the person say, my name is Annie. I have been following the Miles TV show online, but I want to know more about this. Philip, can you highlight, beg you, just highlight something, I beg you. Let me be making some, just do something so at least they can try to understand. Yeah, I know
Okay,
people having more interest now.
okay, okay. So yeah, it's about the Mass TV, right? We just going to make it very brief, but it's going to be rich as well. So Mass TV is all about bringing education to those people who don't have access to education in a very conversational way. That is to say, if you want to be knowledgeable to things happening in agriculture, to things happening in the health industry or the health sector, people may say, you want to know what's happening in the agriculture, like I said, the education, the security, the medical areas, and also the technological areas. So, what we do is that we bring those people, for example, students who are already studying in the field. So, they come and share their knowledge with you. These are people who kind of learning things now. Now, not see what we say, oh, they say, he said, she said. No, we bring them things they have been taught or they are learning in the classrooms at different colleges and universities. We bring them and they teach us. That's one. And for the religious aspect, we connect with men of God, a very faithful man of God, a renowned man of God. We bring them to the platform and they kind of, help us to understand God's word. Remember now, the vision bearer of this Myers TV, he's actually a spiritual man. Yes. So
You,
so
well,
so we want to connect with the audience, spiritually, not religiously, but spiritually. So we bring those people who will come on the platform to teach us about what God is saying in this time and this dispensation. So they come on our platform, they share with us God's word. Then we look at the social aspect of life. Like many people have been caught in the air about how they can balance their social life with that of their professional life. So we bring people who are also into the social side. So they come and tell us exactly what's happening in the social space. So they tell us these things are happening, and this is how we do them, and this is how we go about doing them. And if we kind of face challenge or challenges, this is how we overcome, those challenges. So they teach us everything about, being social. There are people who are not social. So they tell us the good things about being social, and they also throw lights on those things which people see as a bad thing, and they say, oh, I don't want to be a social person. And by right, as a matter of fact, we all have to be a social being because we are all living beings, right? So we bring those people from the social environment to tell us what's happening there in the music industry, what's happening there in the film industry, what's happening there in the sports, what's happening everywhere around the world. So we bring those people on board, and then they come and lecture us. We have, a heart-to-heart conversation. So if you are following us, you're watching now, and you kind of have your own talent, you have your own craft, be it you're not kind of fully educated, but you have a little bit of education like us. We have a little bit of education. You can come, we put hands together, we provide our knowledge. For example, people, those artists who do the portrait, right? The kind of painting, those artists who do the painting of the portrait. You can come on, we bring it on, and you kind of, tell people how is it done. We connect farmers to talk about the farming thing. We connect the marketers to talk about how they do, get the crops from the farm to bring to the market. We kind of connecting people from all angles. So you have your own craft, you have your own talent. We connect with you, we bring you online, we give you our platform, we give you our audience, and you talk to people internationally. Remember now, Maya Television has audience all the way there in China, all the way there in Uganda, and what's the other place again? I forgot. Italy. We have people all around the place. So you're going to meet different people, talk to them, and then they reply to or they respond to exactly what you say. So this is all about Maya Television. This is all about Maya Television. And comes 2026, we kind of enhance it because the Bible says every season, a man change. Every season, a man change. So comes 2026, we're going to enhance, all of our mission, all of what we have there in our mission, all of what we have there in our vision, and we kind of get our plan, well structured so that we can bring you the very best. Yeah, I think I can just, say that much for now.
thank you so much, my brother. Listen, you said it all, and I hope our people have already listened to it. It has been a great time. The Miles TV. We are here. We are doing whatever we can do to make sure that our people can get a message clear. We want to change the narrative. We
Yeah.
want to change that mindset that we carry. You cannot make it. The mistakes you are today. I was doing a short video, and then I was saying, uh, the mindset that we carry. Oh, I have made too much of a mistake, and I think I cannot get to where I want to get. Like most of our young people, let me say for example, some of our young sister, then you go and you point your leg one time, and then you say, I don't think I can go back to school again. We say no. We bring people
Yes.
here that also born one time, they're not born two times, but they still going to school, they still improving their lives. These are the
Yes.
narrative we want to change, right?
Yeah.
Some of our young guys, you sit down and say, hmm, me, I think the player reach and now, and I think I'm a man on my own now. No need I go sit down in the classroom again. We want to say no. We get married people that we can bring here. Some papa that I can see sometimes. You remember we brought one Mr. Clark here before. Yeah,
Mm.
good men that we can bring here. That staying on their hostel and other thing. We can bring them here sometimes. These people are married people, they have their wives and children, but yet still they will still come here and then we'll discuss the issue. They will come here to mentor us. So we say from the platform here, you can also find your mentor. Like Philip, you see Philip? Yeah, a lot of people now Philip have become mentor too. You see, I'm also learning from Philip, also learning from him a lot. So these are things we created this platform for. Some of
Right.
you suffering for decision making, right? Like we said, the educational talk, you suffering for decision making, but they were in the other class here, in the other side, what can I really do? Which path I can really go to. You see, sometimes we bring these people, like Feder come and tell you now how 2026 will be like. Because 2026 and all, well, the people that will not just kind of just talk like that, right? These people are coming, when they talk, they will give us something like we call PPT. Feder will explain it to you. They will give PPT. If you want a PPT, we'll give it to you. So you can also go and study to understand deep, about the topics they are presented. Or maybe you did not get certain thing. When they share the PPT, you will learn from it. These are things we want to do. Most of us will go and just be spending out, we spend our time behind African berry berry. You remember that thing? We said that Lee. Please, we are saying that's a nice song, that like, we talk about the social one. These are social things, it's not bad. But we're saying sometimes you have to put your lives together. So come here when these things have been taught from all aspects. You see, we bring nurses here, right? We're
Yeah.
fighting now by God's grace. Next time we want to get talks, right? We want to get great people coming on this platform just for our own benefit, right? So a lot of us you see on the platform now, when you ask us, we have ideas on maybe have on a few of status,
Right.
right? You ask us about entrepreneurship, we brought Alan here, one of the great men. Alan taught us a lot. So you see, small, I want to do business thing and now Alan not pour on trial already. And I
Right.
for all to go to some classroom again. Alan have already tutored us, and
Right.
we can do extremely well with you, right? We'll just go to him again for some advice, just pump us up, and then we'll try to move on. Yeah,
Right.
some of there are some things you think about becoming an agriculturalist. You want to go and make farms and whatever thing you want to do. We brought Mr. Rabasco here. We brought other people here on this platform, and they discuss the issue, right? If you want to start your agriculture thing, there you must test the soil. You must make sure the soil is well filtered. There are a lot of things to learn. Me now, if I want to do agriculture business, I get late idea. I'll
Right.
just run over and go for small advice, other things to move on. So these are things we want. These are things we've been pushing. Listen, my people mostly we that are in Liberia there, right? Our world is advancing. You know, outside the country, every day things are changing. Every day things are changing. Liberia, we have to change our mentalities. And one time I was saying to somebody, I said, no matter how you build Liberia to be the most beautiful country in the world, if you cannot change the mentality of the people, they score Liberia in one day time.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's the first thing we need to do is to change our mentality, and then we created most of the platform to change to build a mind. What the president, whoever they say they be in the country, that's a good thing. So we also want to build a mind too that will be able to maintain these things, and will be able to get on more advancement and other things. So that's what we've been doing. So Philip about to highlight you on some of our happenings for 2026. So Philip, the boy is here tonight.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, CEO. So one thing I would like to throw, light on when it comes 2026 is the education area. You know, thank God for Liberia that we kind of, changing. Liberia is kind of developing, not only structure wise, but Liberia is actually developing education wise. I'm seeing too many schools being opened. I'm seeing too many young people, obtaining certificates, attending classes, getting busy with their education. It could be the technical, it could be the vocational, it could be, the pen and paper, the primary, secondary, XYZ. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see our people each time I come on the internet and I see these things happening. Now, what I would say to you when it comes to the education is that comes 2026 on the Mass Television, we are telling you that education is no longer about just getting a certificate. I repeat, education is no longer just about certificates. It's no longer about diploma. It's no longer about the degree. Remember, This world we live in now, degree is not equals to employability. I want to be 100% correct. I want to be 100% correct. Degree is not equal to employability. Why I said so is because we have seen over time that your resume will actually get you shortlisted. Yeah, the resumes we made, meaning the CV we write. Oh, we put plenty thing in our CV. We've got this one, got that, and got that one. Some of it can be lies, some of it can be true. We only doing our document to get us shortlisted for the job. But see what happens. Your personal branding, it gets you visible for people to see you, for people to know exactly what you can do with your hands, what you are able to think with your mind, do with your hands, and provide a solution to the community, provide a solution to our national barrier. So 2026, Mass Television is going to be changing that narrative, as the CEO said. We are changing the narrative. It's a shift mindset. We're going to get you from the traditional mindset to the latest mindset, the trending mindset, the way you know 1030 trending. Yes, that's how we go to.
My man, let me call you at 10:30 still our time. The time where we can have a show like main points, yeah.
Because they're very trendy now. So we're going to, build within us, not only you, but also our very selves. We're going to build in us the trendy mindset that education is not only about the certificates. Education is about what we've learned by our eyes, by our ears, and by our hands. What we observe people do, and we kind of practicalize them. Meaning, in 2026, we're going to be talking with our mouths. We'll be showing you some visuals, and like the CEO said, how what kind of skill that is relevant. We're not carrying you back to ever sense skills, that traditional kind of skills or traditional kind of learning. No, we ain't going to be in classroom. We're not professors. We are not. We are all students, kind of developing ourselves, right? But what we kind of learning on the international scene and what we see people learning day by day on all platforms, these are things we are bringing right to your telephone. All you have to do, just get your pen, your notebook, or your notepad, or your journal. So as we bring these people on our platform, they do teach us these trending things that the world need now. You just kind of make points and you kind of educate yourself by practicalizing them. So it's all about the skills building. It's all about building our values. Remember now, it's not only about getting the technical skill. You have to have some soft skills. And we're going to be having some great sessions of soft skills where we be teaching you different values, how to, build those different values in you, those core values, that human need to have. And also we're going to be looking at adaptability because the world is changing. The world is growing. By the time we enter, December 31st, you know how many resources have been hosted on the internet, on the web? You know how many millions of information, new information. We ain't talking about outdated thing. No, we are going to bring to your telephone. We are going to bring to your laptops. We're going to bring to your tablets, whatever device you can use to connect with us. We're going to bring right to you those trending and in demand or on demand resources. And you've got to adapt. We've all got to adapt. My as I was saying something, I went on the Ministry of Education page, and they did a visual of the a national education platform they just built with the help of those people from Ghana. I think they are called Afric Tech, something like Afric Tech. So they just built a beautiful platform for Liberia education sector. So the Ministry of Education work with teachers, other trainers, in our education space, and those people work with the technical team, the tech team there from Ghana, and they build this kind of beautiful system. So I was telling my brother Robert, I was like, bro, come and see this thing. I'd be like, yes, I'm happy that Liberia has this education platform where you can be all the way there in Bezon, where you can be all the way there in my village. You can be all the way there in Swakoko. You can be all the way there in Ben. Once the people get, one or two, internet connection or
Yeah,
connectivity,
sure.
yeah, they can access the platform. But you know what, kind of make me feel sad a little bit. What made me feel sad a little bit was that the tech team was actually from Ghana. So I was like, why should, I was kind of being, I don't know what to say. But I was like, why should, people from Ghana build education, although they work along with, our own educators and experts, although they work with them. But I was like, it should be a Liberian building the platform for Liberia. Then I was telling Robert, I said, Robert, do you know that I also have similar kind of project on my laptop? And
And you know
and
how
we
many people? Let me worry. You know how many money these people are coming to generate from there.
I'm telling
There are a
you,
lot of money they are going to generate, and then they are going to build their country with that money.
I'm telling you. Yes, okay, they came and help us. We appreciate that, right? We all can help each other. I'm not saying that's bad. We are not saying that's bad. No, we are not saying so. But we all we're saying is that we Liberians can be able to do things, for ourselves on our own. Let's Liberians build Liberia. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like this President Donald J. Trump, man. People don't like him. For me, I like him. You know why? Because he has come to make America great again. He said, we giving back America to the Americans. And every single deal Trump enters, every single negotiations, every single travel, every single stage he stands on, it's only America. It's only America. So I want to congratulate and also extend, my thanks and appreciation as my, family. We want to thank the Minister of Education and the people from the Ministry of Education and our government for this initiative. It's a great initiative, right? But me, I was kind of like, I was like, why not Liberians? Though Liberians, kind of work that those are the educators and the experts we have in the education field, right? But the tech team, we get Blue Crest then there in Liberia. We get Stars University then there in Liberia. Why can't our brothers? That was my own thought. I was kind of being critical. That was my own thought. So 2026, like how we coming now to our people, we kind of building skills. That traditional thing, we kind of putting X to it. We say no. We building skills, we building core values, and we kind of building within us adaptability. Let's get adapted to AI. AI is here to stay and not to go anywhere. So we have to adapt. We have to adapt to all the latest trends. That's one. And again, this thing called digital transformation, we're going to bring to the table how we all can transform ourselves digitally, how we can be transformed digitally in the education, in the health, in the agriculture, in the security, how we can, transform ourselves. So we're going to be bringing all of those things when it comes to the education aspect of the Master Division. And we go to the social aspect. Now we're gonna be taking you from unemployment stage, how we all can get employed. Come on now, we need financial stability. We all need financial freedom. We need not call one or two people, and request for money. Please give me this every time we beg people. So we're going to be teaching ourselves how we can be, as a youth, how we can, remove ourselves or move from that position of, you know, unemployability to a phase of employability. What kind of skills we can build within ourselves? What kind of skills we can build in ourselves to become employed? how we can employ ourselves. Like Aden taught us the other time about entrepreneurship, how we can, create, establish our own small businesses, the ideas we have, not only the ideas, but also the solution we are able to provide with the idea to the problem our people are faced with in the community. So 2026, we're going to be bringing to our people a coherent, documentation lessons that we can provide us so we all can learn and grow together. And when it comes to the social side, we're looking at the politics as well, right? How people can leave from this kind of being sycophantic to kind of, preaching the real politics, because politics is about the welfare of the people and by the people. Politics is for the welfare of the people, not you doing evil to the people. So many of us, because of we're depending on people, little pocket chin, and so we are kind of sycophantic. So when we see somebody who is not a leader, who is a politician, we kind of follow them. Because I mean, we like Joseph Barker said, our president, uh, His Excellency said the other time, he said, "I'm not a politician," because those people will use politics now the bad way. So everybody escaping being a politician, being seen as a politician. So he said, I'm a leader. So how we can lead from that, political scene to a leadership scene. So we're going to be teaching our people these things, how to make the right decision. When you go to the ballot box, we're going to be having a whole session about that or for that. How to, educate us, to provide our civic education. Some of us do not know the correct civic thing of our country. The responsibility we have as citizens, what we ought to do. Those things we used to learn them in schools, in elementary, but these things are not being taught. So we'll be coming here again,
Let me
bringing
let
you.
me let me cut you off, my brother. Let me just share something with you. When I was in high school, I attended the Mother Jackson Stewart Apostolic Pentecostal School from grade 3rd to 10th grade. I remember we had a guy that was in our school called Mr. Moruba, a very young guy. You know what? What Mr. Moruba did to us, my brother? We used to be working with articles in our head. Once you are in our class, you must know articles. You must know the Constitution of Liberia. You working with it, my brother, every day that man entering class. I remember when I was in around the ninth grade, where almost around I think 20 something or 30 student plus. Everybody you will stand up. If there are two articles that man want from you from the Constitution, you gotta recite that article correctly. You have to recite it. He want you to be working with Liberia in you and other things. But I don't know whether these days they do it. I don't know whether they do it there and other things. So, like you said, we will help our people because we don't want to go where Liberia was before. We want to see Liberia. We're not having one thing I wanted to make here. We're not
Yeah,
having any political party here we in favor or we not get political party. We're here to make to tell you that this is the right thing in left for you to do your political thing, your John Brown, your Peter Brown thing. We ourselves
right,
have our own choice to make, but we only
right.
tell you, show you the way. If you see it to be right, you follow.
Mm.
Because still there are some people still can follow, but we'll teach people here the hard way. So continue, my brother. You are muted.
Okay. Yeah, so that is it. It's about how we going to prepare ourselves. We prepared our audience on how to make, decisions that will have a greater impact on the society we live in. I mean, we have Liberian in the diaspora, but the only way they can return to the country or back to the country except people who are already there on grounds, kind of make Liberia better. Because those people in the diaspora, they already have upper hand. So they be like, okay, if those people back home cannot do anything better, they cannot make any better decision, I'm not going to carry a huge business back home. Let's think about that now, brother. Let's think about that. I followed this guy the other time. What's his name? Eddie King. You know that musician who was signed
I know
by
him.
like.
The
So
only
he has this.
wet teeth
Yeah,
musician in the country.
the guy with the white teeth in Liberia. So he said something and actually got me sad, right? He be like, bro, he was being interviewed by SOK. Yeah,
I just saw that video. Yeah, yeah. Just go out.
yes. So he was like, bro, business in Liberia is hard. Uh-uh. He said, why? He said, imagine bringing plenty money back home, establishing this kind of modern business, my man. The people did the video. SOK did the video. He said people with camera still, or then yeah, they stealing simple glass. They carrying it for what?
Glass, yeah, the city glass.
Yeah,
They call it the city.
I'm telling you. So that what Miles Television is here to provide us this education, to shift our mindset from that ever since thing, that traditional thing. So as our followers, our audience, our friends will listen to them, they will start to teach their little brothers and sisters and things. Then people who in the diaspora will be like, okay, we get people then online people then who teaching our people back home. So let we carry business back home and establish it because our people minds have been shifted to the modern mindset. And you seeing it? So we're going to be providing this information to our youth, to our young people, to the teens, to the young adult, to the adult of what age group you are. We're going to be providing this information to you guys. And we're also going to be looking at community and volunteerism. It's very important. You it's kind of good to get involved. Get involved. Some of all God brought us to India. I told somebody one time, I'd be like, I'm not going to allow my school to interfere with my education. I want to repeat that. My school or my university is not going to interfere with my education. I'm actually a BTech computer science and engineering student with full emphasis in software engineering. But here am I today. I'm engaged with so many community work in India. I have gone to several states only because of community work, volunteerism. So, and Miles, I want to actually extend my thanks to most of our youth back home, majority of them. For every time I turn on my Facebook stuff and see this initiative, that initiative, it brings proud to me. Because if I have a friend who is saying to me, what country are you from? And I'll be like, okay, here's my country. And you kind of seeing youth in the youth space, kind of doing this work, doing that would be like, oh wow, the country is developing. The country is good. So I want to say kudos to all of the, young people in our youth space there doing great job for us, getting involved into community service. Community service is very good. It's one thing that is going to make you visible. That's what I said earlier on. Education is not just about the certificates or you writing heavy resume. One of the time I saw some of my guys, I went to their room and they were preparing their resumes. And I said, my man, how they thing looking big so? It's so lengthy. No, um, resume or CV only get you shortlisted. It gets you shortlisted. But you see this thing called personal branding, it gets you what? It gets you visible. So connecting with the community, connecting with audience, doing some kind of work, being a volunteer, my people, is going to get us there on the map. It's going to get us, on the map and in the office or the job we need. It's not only about writing the application. So we're going to be looking at the volunteerism aspect. We're going to be looking at community service aspect of the Mass Television comes 2026. And we're going to be looking at social media influence, the good aspect and the bad aspect. Yeah. One of the bad aspect is a girl will go and dance body body. Then the boyfriend will beat the girl for dancing body body. That's the bad aspect. Because as a woman, you have to protect your body. And you have your man. You already have a boyfriend. What sense does that make when you leave your boyfriend and go up on the stage, somebody who already has a boyfriend, and you kind of have plans for your relationship? You say you have boyfriend and you have plans for your relationship. Then you come on the stage, you being recorded. We say social media influence. Because you see everybody dropping on their statuses, body, body, body. This one. Betty is a very nice song, you know.
Say you go
But
there, body too.
yeah, but
You
um,
forget about papa.
yeah, imagine you go do your body whereby you get buffering, papa, husband. They may go beat you because
Philip,
what
one
you
of the
brought.
thing, let me hold you, my brother. One of the thing that really hurt me, right? See somebody guys will go and stand there, and then with the guys and who are blocker and other thing,
Yeah,
telling somebody that $50 US,
yeah,
$25 US, and other things.
yes.
It really pissed me off. Then at the
They
end of
said
the day, the same people will be passing around, be giving the prayer more than Hatton, be giving
they
the
said
pastor
that
than
Trey,
Hatton.
who's going to marry you? Is it Philip going to marry you? God forbid. God forbid. Imagine the kind of man I'm building myself into. Imagine the kind of man, Myers, you building yourself into. Imagine the kind of men our brothers in America, in India, in Liberia, our brothers all the way there in Bone County, in Grand Bassa County, the kind of men they're building themselves into. They tell you the men are going to look at you and marry you. At the end of the time, our new will be among the African country where women cannot get married. They will put among South Africa. They will put among Lesotho. They will put among Nigeria. So that the place we want our country to go, you'll say that trend. Okay, that trend, but do it nicely. But now you're going wear something, then you can't be on the internet. You know what the blogger they can say? They say we're keeping it here for you tomorrow.
Future man.
Yeah,
So my people, yeah. If you caution Philip, Philip say he
yeah,
must start dancing body. Oh.
yeah. If you're crushing me and myself to crushing you, the day I see body, you turn me off. Yeah. You crushing me, myself to I kind of crushing on you, and I see you do body, you turn me off because that's not the kind of man we are building ourselves into. Liberian men, we believe Liberian men and Liberian women are very disciplined people, very disciplined people. So y'all please forget about the trend. The people that who doing it in America, people that who doing it in the other Western world, we not the same. Our culture, our tradition, they are totally different. Totally
It
different.
doesn't permit us. It doesn't permit us to do these things. So
It
we have
permit
to be very
us.
careful.
It doesn't permit us. So if you're not want us to be living abroad, to be going America, UK, Australia, Canada, and India to marry women and bring them back home, you're not want that want to happen. You tell all you put yourself in good position. I begging you. Otherwise, Liberian men will change their mindset and we can't abroad. We marry women, then we bring them back. Then you'll leave in our country. Then
Philip, let me just mention laughter. Somebody was like, Myers, you have been abroad and other things. Then there are a lot of, you've been a very handsome man, all kind of thing. There. So why can't you
yeah,
just marry somebody from another country? I was like, my brother, I love my African, my Liberian Dijon. You know
my
I
Liberian.
like it, eh? And I know how Liberian women can serve people how they are. So yeah. So I just can. And now we are seeing all these things. Sometimes it sounds so frustrating to some of us, right? It sounds so frustrating. Like we are making all of our effort. Yeah, we are going to support our family, but we ourselves, we our own family that we want to settle down with. Then people then up there now, we see you dancing body. Then you say, "We take our time, and we can't settle down with you." Tomorrow
Yeah,
night they be naming all of the body men there, like what all
yeah.
kind of names and other things, and we don't want these names. That's
We
why
don't
we are
want.
here to create this awareness. We're not saying it's bad to to make yourself feel happy. You can, but in a respectful way. Yeah, in a respectful way.
Because
Don't do
remember
what you see
our
everyone.
values. Mayors,
Mm-hmm.
remember that our values, right?
Sure.
Because it's not about today only, but tomorrow. You kind of doing those things. What kind of man you make your family with? And every woman proud is to have her own husband, make her own family with that man. So what kind of serious minded man? Let's be honest. What kind of serious minded man? What kind of take you in his home? The Bible say he will leave his father's house and then cleave unto. So who the man coming? Who am I? Let me say who the man, but who am I going to cleave onto Myers? Me or let my kind of value that this. Yeah,
You like your value, sure. That's the thing. That's the thing, Philip. It's very serious, and we have to look at this in a critical way, right? That's why we are here to say. You everybody want to socialize, want to marry me. You can do, do your do in one of you, but we want to say do it in that way that stop doing it. I think you say somebody from America doing it. The American people you see doing it, they are left are far off. Don't mind them. They are
Yeah.
far off. Their culture permit them to do what they are doing and other things. But we it doesn't permit us.
And one advantage they do have is the population. We just small in our country. When all the Google men in Labrador less than 1 million, then you're the women and you're plenty of that. The problem with my people, you gotta come back to your state.
I gotta make some calculation.
Gotta
Okay,
make
Andrew, you are
calculation.
watching. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for following. Sorry, Fede, I cut you off. Andrew, thank you for following one. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Fede, like you said, it's very, very serious. It's very, very
It's
serious.
it's
Yeah,
very
they are
serious.
wetness and they carry on.
Yeah,
We need to go back to our pride. Before then, I knew some women, right? They still having them. A lot of girls these days still, right? Like I follow this girl from EFBC. She's called Constant.
yeah, no
Once
constant.
it is constant, it will always be constant. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
no.
always give that. I always follow her, right? And she will be like giving some words of advices to her fellow young women, other things to follow. Telling them we have to position ourselves, right? How to put ourselves in a category that people will recognize us, will see that high regard for us, right? But you can be somebody saying we're saying is very serious in our country today, and you saw the other one. Sometimes let me just say this to most of us who are in Liberia. People we see, oh yeah, we know Liberia more than you know Liberia. We can be on
Right,
social media because we want to know what is unfolding in our country. We're not
right,
just there because we want to be there. We want to know the happenings in the country. And
right.
we come across some of these things, right? It's not like we want to be on social media. We can be doing our own, but sometimes we say, let us part to know the positive, the negative happenings within the country and other bit because we have our family there. Anything
Yes.
negatively that go on in the country will affect us. We are
Right,
here, right? So we
right.
go there to watch these things. See the other lady the other time. People having a show, you drunk, go sit down to your place. You went on stage. Somebody take your entire picture now. After the show, they look up how you call it, Crystal say when I call it, the money feeling your eye will clear. Oh. You remember I got school, right? The Lagos
Office
feeling now your eye
depot.
clear. The Lagos feeling now your eye clear, then you passing all around calling on social media. My people, we are here too, we can marry make. It's good to marry make because we are in a country we're not allowed to hear. The squares are here, the educational squares are here. It's not for fun. So some days you have to just go, oh, like my brother, that today, since I've been writing the exams, I've been going through serious headache, very serious
Mhm.
one. It was today I had enough sleep and other thing. I went out, have some time and came back. Then I start feeling fine. There are a lot of
Thank
pressure we go through here and other things.
Yeah.
So we can marry me sometimes. We can
Right,
fabo label music. We like it. We like label so you don't forget. So just
right.
continue as you are saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
so
continue.
that is for the social side. So we're going to be coming hard on us, right? So we're going to talk about the bad side of the social media influence. We're also going to talk about the good side of social media influence. One of the good sides of social media influence is what we are doing here. It's what the mass television is doing right here. And for you. Yeah. And you actually made mention of Constance. And one of the good sides again we see with this social media influence constant is involved with is the financial education she's providing us, where she talk about the stock market, you know
Philip, let me
on-
cut you off. You had to make sure we get constant on the show. We need constant on the show. Philip, I don't know what means you use, but you gotta find out means.
yeah, they
You
be
it's
like, stop excitement giver, what's you? I'll do that.
have my
I'll do
brother.
that. I'll do that. I'll do that by God's grace. I'll take the challenge. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do 2026. We're going to be teaching us about digital transformation, how we can transform ourselves, how we can transform our businesses. That your small business you get, how you can transform it from traditional marketing to digital marketing. Yes, we're going to provide you all of those education, knowledge, and skills, right? And you're going to learn. about, the adaptability aspect of it, how to get quickly adjusted and adapted to the tools and stuff. And we talk on the social media, the good sides and the bad sides. We're going to provide you education as well. Like when the people, I remember on the show, yeah, people, we brought artists, blah, 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 and relatives of artists, we brought them on the show. So all of those things, we're going to do them again, but they're going to be in a very beautiful way, right? Then we're going to look at the religious aspect, which is the core value of the Mayas television. And you know that men of God song, yeah? They man, Mama can pray, Nana play, play. Like men of God song,
I
yeah.
have my son.
Nah, that men of God
You,
song, yeah.
I beg you,
So
man. Let's
we
discuss
go,
the issue today.
okay. Those of you who crossing there, man, if you want to pray to the full series in the day, you gotta get, you gotta get psychologically emotionally physically prepared for him. Because a pastor song, yeah. Ah,
Let me follow you. Let me follow you. Follow. You don't mind
yes.
me, yeah?
So we're going to be bringing the religious, talk show to you. We're going to be bringing some moral values, sessions to you, how we can build within us those moral values and those ones we already have, how we can enhance them and how we can practicalize them. Some people get the moral values, but they don't know how to practicalize them, right? It's right there within them. It's within us, right? But to kind of exercise it, to make it known, to make it public, we just don't know how. So we're going to be teaching you all of those techniques and stuff and stuff. We're going to be bringing some high moral people here, people of high moral values. Yeah, we're going to bring them, the rebel candidate. We're going to bring him on the platform. Hey, that brother said, the man said, my man, all we attending school here in India. Your man, I made mistake one day you open your companies or I open my company, then I can employ you or you can employ me. For you to take penny, one cent for your money. Yo, we son.
Yeah, my man. That's how that's how, like you said, how moral value, right? The man, he's not want to do anything called sympathy to seek his interest, no matter you
No,
being friends or whatever. When it comes to the work standard, we do the work standard. There is no that's why I support our library marketing today, because
right.
there are a lot of
Am I
sympathy with sympathy we have for people today. And at the end of
right?
the day, now listen. Somebody myself were discussing the other time. They were telling me I want to do the other thing. I want to do the other thing, but I think I'm like, if you just miss friendship with business, you equal to failure
Yeah,
automatically. If you
yeah.
say you want to do business, keep your eyes on. No matter, even it can be your pastor that tell that thing. Want that business? Let him pay. Because if you make it all right with that kind of feelings and other things, the person are not able to go and talk to them because this and that, you bring your own self life down. So he want to be so standard, right? When it comes to the job, you sort of be at job at 7:30. Then why you be to the job, sir, around 8 or 9 o'clock because you and the man were in there were together with you, so work shoulder and other things. You lying. That man will call it from there. It will go to another person. Oh.
Yes, Emma, you just reminded me, right? Why you spoke. And I read the news on the internet on Facebook to be particular about Floyd Thomas, the CEO of the Jungle Water, and his son.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was like, this kind of same moral value. The news says that he kind of dismissed his son as a CEO. I don't know, CEO XYZ of the businesses he was being managing director, right? Yes, I did managing director also. And he was being dismissed from the companies, in his charge or under his control. Why he was being dismissed? Because the dad said, quote unquote, the dad said that he was involved into, or he is involved into gambling. And you see it? And the dad is saying, no, this is not how you guys were brought up in the home. So it's not because of family tie. I'm going to all family sympathy. I'm going to keep you in this position according to the news. So what did he do as a dad? He dismissed his son. He fired his son. So this is moral values. This is moral value. And like I make this example of my friend and brother Robert, and he shared a story with me. He be a Philip. This thing I always, tell you guys, I'm not joking. There was this day in a burial, I was in charge of setting work. I think, I don't know if it was NEC. Yeah. So he said, one of my friends, one of my friends' girlfriend came to me, and she should have actually submitted all of her document, her WIAC, a WIAC certificate to get, that position or to get that job, and she did not bring. Then my friend now phoned me and be like, "My man, you know that my leg get there, oh, my man." He said, "No, brother. The people who have in the certificate, the people who will provide the WIAC certificate are the ones be given the job. So if your girl can bring the certificate, if she can provide a certificate, then we give her the job." So these are moral values we're going to be teaching us. We're going to instill in us. Remember now, this is all about rehabilitation. Yeah. So I call it rehabilitation, right?
Sure, sure. Yeah, we shifting now. If you start be
Shifting
thinking
up.
negative, now we bring new things to us. Yeah, we bringing the
Exactly.
modern, we introducing the modern world to us
Yeah,
so we can learn from there. So like, yeah,
exactly.
that's people can say. Let me just hold you there. People can
Yes.
say,
Go ahead,
well,
sir.
Myers is being someone who's very hard to deal with when it comes to certain things. My brother, when we say that thing, that hey, no matter how you go or you come down, that hey, for this thing, people can get a high respect for you.
Yeah.
That's why we some of us we very hard to take decision. But the day
Right.
we tell you say we take decision no matter what. So
Hmm.
some of you will feel that let me just say some of you want to marry or other thing they will tell you they will take decision will
We
go
take it. We take
because
it. Yeah.
it's sounding so funny, but it's something very serious, right? Because you
Hmm.
have to be that person of moral standard, no matter what. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's there where people can respect you.
Hmm.
Most especially some of us who are on the very few, even you being from the engineering side and other things, you have to stand for something. Like we from the, I think maybe you people have done. We did law and ethics, medical law and ethics, right?
Okay.
Where we stand, my brother. When you do the law and ethics of the medical fee and other things, let me just give for example, right? The teacher asked a question, or I'm asking this question, one of you, right? If you have two persons who are sick, right? The person who is behind this person maybe is your sister, your biological sister, and one of you. And then this person who also at the front, the other patient here, maybe you don't really know them, but they are patient, they also came for solutions. And you have like one bed remaining in the hospital, right? Who are you going to serve first?
Hmm.
And the ethics will tell you that first come, first serve, right? Even though we have some emergency cases and other things you can give your attention to, but this one, everybody having the same condition and what have you. You understand that some people will serve their own relative, right? It can happen that you go to some working places, you see, oh, to the bank. I've seen some of the bank, when they relative, oh, check and pound on the side and go to do your own quick. No, you stand for something, no matter what. It can be your own sister, no matter what. Your ethics will tell you that you are not allowed to. That person, no, let it remain on the line. When this person has been served, they are being treated and what have you, then you can get to them, be your relative. Now, when you're finished with everything, then you can go and discuss your relative thing also. But you
Right.
don't bring out partiality things and other things there. So
No.
you have to stand for something. Yeah,
Right. Right. Yeah, because if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything, and that's it.
thing. Yeah, for everything.
That's what the
Yeah.
people say. So we're going to be bringing, these moral values, and we're going to be bringing faith, because we connecting our moral value, we connecting our faith, and we connecting all these things we're talking about. It actually gives us, the mindset, or it reminds us of our responsibility to live ethically, right? Because if we don't, practical example, or just a reflection, like when God was sending us into the world, he said go into the world, multiply, and he provided constraints. And the constraints was that we have to take care of the earth. So if we don't take care of this earth, where in this universe are we going to multiply? Are we going to multiply in Mars? Is it possible? Are we going to multiply in Jupiter? Is it possible? No. So he
I don't
provided
know how
that.
that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's impossible. Yeah. So he'd be like, we should take care of the earth. So if we want to live ethically, if we want to have an ethical nation, or we want to build an ethical family, we have to build our moral values. We have to build our moral values, those core moral values like integrity, like honesty, like compassion, like discipline. We've ought to build all of those things. And it's important. It's important we build our discipline. It's important that we build our commitment. You cannot say, oh, okay, I signed up for this. Then I'll be like, oh, man, no. No is no. Jesus said, let your no be a no, and let your yeah be a yeah. That's what
Oh man,
Jesus said.
let Papa do as long as mail.
Yeah.
Let your no be a no, no matter where you go or you can have your no like your no.
No.
Yeah. So
Let it be a
somebody
no.
was saying, somebody made me laugh the other time. Philip was like, Jesus will ask this question. So tell me now, everybody saying you are this, you are this, you are this. Tell me you think who you are. You say when I tell you, you don't believe it. Whatever way you think, man, that's why you can take in other things. Right? The guy was like, he was explaining some, stories like, so they chick been start long time. I was like, no, it's not. But it's just like you have to stand. Let your yes be your yes, no matter what you say. When you say, when you say you man, be man. You want to be woman, be woman. You want to put on
Yeah.
a woman attitude, just be woman. Join the women and tell her we'll provide some labor for you, some other thing that you need and other things. But we want to be a man, and do everything that you think men should do, right? Yeah,
Mm.
men are then called to do. That's what I wanted to add what you were saying. So,
Yeah.
Philip has said a lot, and we hope that every one of us who are watching tonight, we will follow this page, right?
Amen.
We are open for partnership. We
Yeah.
are we are welcoming people whatever way, right? Maybe you have your businesses and other things you want us to talk about. That we talk about changing the narrative and other things. Once our business makes sense, we are here. We can promote it, right? Don't
Yeah.
just bring, for example, don't bring Justin into. Or we will not do it because everyone all over wrestling like brother. We don't
Yeah.
want it. So we just kidding, but we are here to promote one another. We are open. Whatever thing you have, positive thing that you think we can build together. Listen, one tree cannot make a forest. It need
No.
other, you know, other ones to join it, right? To make sure that the forest can get there. So your ideas plus our own ideas, we can all work it out together. It's not like we know all here. No, my people, we don't know all. Yeah, we are just fighting our own weak way with our own little research and other things we can do. So with the help of your own the research you can do too as well, we are calling all those Liberian students, not just Liberian but other African students who are abroad having the privilege, having the same mindset, similar mindset that we are carrying. We say, come, let's do. My brother was talking about volunteering yourself. Let's come
Yeah.
work together here. We can volunteer ourselves. Let's
Right.
get our time here. We had a lot of things behind the scene. We had meetings and other things. And like somebody when we're on the show, somebody was texting me, "How can I be part?" I've been following for some time. I was like, okay, call us after the show, and then we'll discuss that thing. We all
Right.
can say that, and have some discussion and other things. And then at the end of the day, this thing that I always tell people, it is not just about Miles. Miles might be. I was saying the other time we're having conversation, right? One of the things that inspired me was the late Dr. Miles Maroon. He spoke about legacy.
Mm.
Every one of us, we need to leave something behind that people will remember us for. You don't need to be the founder or whatever or something, but tomorrow when they are counting people who made a massive contribution towards that thing, your names will be measured. And these are legacy we are talking about. And one time I remember a pastor was preaching, when you lead a place, what people will really remember you for. Right? We're not saying it because we want to say, right? But at least tomorrow when we shall have leave India, at least we're not saying it to boast, but there are things people are going to remember us for when we were here pursuing our higher education and other things. So we are encouraging every one of us. You can come on board. Let's work together. Let's push the dream. Together we can make a better Africa. Together we can make a better Liberia. We can see the way. Listen, the way you see other people, everybody, oh, the country. We all can help in building our own country. We can help in building our continent at large, not just Liberia. Let's create that open mindset. Like I was saying, I attended a workshop when I was in Rwanda the other time, hosted by one of my senior brother called Clarence School. And then in that workshop, we're discussing Africa Agenda 2060. There are a lot of things we want to see. 2060. There are a lot of things we want to see before 2060 happening in Africa. But how can we achieve these things, or how can these things be happening in Africa? Right? We all need to come together, sit down on one table. You know, come up with our own ideas that we have, and then we try not to just come up with the idea but implement the ideas, make sure that these things can carry. Africa as a whole, we need to reach to a point where we're having one currency, right? We having one passport, right? We our businesses are running through, from one place to another place, free movement and other things we say. But is it happening today? Because everybody feel like they are so big and other things. So we're saying together we can work it. And if we will face Africa at large, the same platform can help in facing Africa. We can have somebody from Tanzania here, somebody from Malawi, somebody from the other place. We can have everybody on the platform. We discussing other things and we connecting, right? Tomorrow we can say, okay, everyone will be meeting in Malawi, will be meeting in other country. We'll go there and have some discussion, meet other officials and tell them we can unite Africa if only we come together with this one mindset. So that's what I wanted to say. Let's say at least 2 or 3 minutes of my better time, then we can call it a day, and then we can tell you, usher you into 2026, leave you with all what you need to get and other things. So Philip, just
Yeah.
conclude us as we leave our fans, to enter 2026.
So to enter 2026, I would say this. It's not about chasing trends. I want to be clear to us. 2026 is not about chasing trends. Forget about what people are doing on the internet. Forget about what others are doing. That thing is not your thing. That's not your thing. Don't go into it. Those things that come into trends, we need not join on the bandwagon, like the Englishman may say. But 2026 and the years ahead to come, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about us building a purpose driven life. I say again, it's never about the trend, never about the trends, but sit in your own little corner before it's already December 31st on our side, and it's still December 30th in other countries, including our country, Liberia. So before you enter into the new year, it's not about you on the writing on the paper. You said I'm a resolution, or you saying, "Oh, Papa God, I want to do." Then you enter into 2026 now, January 1st. Then you going back to the same posting, different thing. You going back to the same doing plenty makeup, going back to the same on Facebook all the time, going back to the same.
Somebody get them when they make now, we can recognize them. They make
They
up
all
too,
make
cause
on
look at it.
they all make on them because makeup now that are skills. That is skills they develop. That is skills they developing. I'm telling you. So let's make an impact in our community. That community you in. See the problem that there ain't no that guato. That guato you see the dirty water can be passing and be giving you a hard time. That problem there, you find solution for it. That problem there, you find solution for it. And you know that government toilet, the government people build everything, but it's not well kept. That problem there, you put your hand together, you clean that area. It will bring money. It will bring money. In India, yeah, when we go to the metro station, then for me who always in metro train and they play going to they play going to play. Every metro station train area you go, especially the metro station here in Delhi. The moment you go to any metro and you kind of jam and you want to ease yourself, you will pay for it. And the place clean. The
You
government
have to
built
pay
it.
as you call. Pay
Yeah,
as you call.
pay as you call. The government built it. But people they say, okay, people the government finish building, but this place need to be well kept so people can always come back. Yeah, maintain this place, it has to be maintained. So the problem here, so let's provide the maintenance solution. So you are there in West Point, what they say, excuse me, my people, they say people plastic here, people bear here. That problem there. Yeah, the community people then pull hands together and clean it. Me, okay, I don't want to talk about my mom, right? I don't want to talk about my mother, but let me say this. You see that woman there? You see that my Jew there? In our community where we are. Any someone things you see, amen. Okay, let me forget about our Monrovia residents when we go to Nima United. When she come back, when she leave the city and go to Nima United there, and when she'll start looking at the Hall Johnson, our Hall Johnson, going to the hall, anything she see on the road and I go, she'll say, all the hell can, all the hell can. We take hope, we take chapia, we take broom, we're gonna clean that whole place. And remember that people in Leo, that people properties. She said, you can. When the rain fall and the place get muddy, she'll take us to go to the other place, we'll go haul rocks and thing them. We come with Dombe there. She said how it's supposed to be. So in our community, and people you don't buy rate where, but rate where now in our community, how to lead our community to go to another 3, 4, 5 communities away from your community. That problem there. You solve that problem. The hand pump. Oh, when they want hand pump, so now the water can come, so now water can come, so now water there, water not there. That problem there. Yeah, the youth put their hand together and go to BP people there to solve that problem. Then you maintain it. That problem you solve it. Oh, when they want clinic, yeah, so people now know how to leave on a house to go to the clinic. They now know what if medicine in the drugstore or in the pharmacy. That problem there. Let there be an awareness team. Let there be a survey team. That survey team, that problem that you go do survey. What kind of medicine is supposed to be there for the kind of sickness people can get in our community 24/7? The people who in the medical field are your problem there, that is going to be your solution.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll work on it.
yeah. So I'm thinking also 2026 is not about chasing trends. It's not about folding your hand. I just said I want poverty on. So my oil in that mind that will be vulnerable to the people. So my oil in that bottle see the fuel fall like high for auto eat high. But
No, sometimes I was telling somebody, right?
uh,
Sometimes you see our faces is shining, you feel like
that
everybody will
God
not
look
come
you.
out to tell you. Someone will
Ha,
not come in and tell you our story whole day
ha.
because every time you just come, yeah, there are some good citizens people there, but some of us we feel like we are reached to the level that this life you have to struggle, this
Yeah, oh,
life you have to pass through the tough of time, you have to experience some time, in your life that will make you that tomorrow when you are up there you will reflect. Oh wow, that me here today when I was
yeah.
at that point of time. I know even had it on my own. So we can one kind of be telling yourself on this how to get it to pay. It can be easy. But we leave everything with God. God knows what is happening. Yeah, God is in control. That's what we can
And
say.
and
So
today,
so somebody is saying
today.
what's the point of I come somebody is saying what's the point of discussion? So we are concluding our year end discussion with our followers. We are here to conclude our year and then we are highlighting you on the kind of program we are going to be bringing for 2026. So these are things we've been highlighting. And we are involved into educational talk, social talk, and religious talk. So these are bases we are hitting. So just go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. And today, like I talk about being vulnerable, right? Because we say 2026 is not about just you chasing trends or just sitting inside, just say that your parent not get money, only your parent not get money, but you have to work. Today, if I tell you what do we eat, that a half kg rest, half
Philip,
yes,
let me just call you, my brother. Like some people can be like, uh, uh some people can. I don't know. They can want ask me how, like, bro, how you really? Thing. I'm like, my brother, this love, the only thing I depend on a call, because
at
if your
all.
parents are you will feel you right in this country where the country we have where you can do anything you do here. My people, I will just tell you, anything you do here, you are not allowed to work. Anybody catch you working, you go to jail.
Yes.
You will go to jail. You are only here as a student. So
Mm.
everything you have to get, and we know how y'all know how our country is looking at. We look at the currency. We're not here to beg anybody, right?
No,
We're just saying some things. We're just saying it, right? But sometimes you will kind of see our face here is shining that God. That
that God.
nothing else. That
Ah,
God.
yeah.
And the way in the late, that was just Jesus in the late winter. The winter
Yeah.
to helping all the brown, late color or and other
Yeah.
things. It
I
can be
think.
very tough. But we will not be passing all on the media to be begging people this and that. We are trusting in God that this is our pathway. This is why we have to pass through. Tomorrow, like Philip, I told you the other time we're lecturing, right? I feel like my story is going to be beneficial to somebody, right? It will motivate them a lot to say, but if the young man can pass through this and he make it, I think I can also pass through and make it, right? That's life. So you don't have to be like, so now I see some of our colleagues, some people I know around, oh, they're baking. I'm like, bro, you have to pass through and you have to lead the way. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
somebody is waiting for your story to pass through the same thing. But when you not get no story that I said, somebody can say that we're gonna drive out door story, you're going to tell people other things. People they are willing to listen to a tangible thing that will make them to sit down and grieve in yourself. So
Yeah.
even though it cause them to share tears.
Mm.
There are some stories when people are telling you, right? There are some people when they are telling their life story, how they make it, where you will sit down and share tears. You will sit
Mm.
down, nobody had to put writing on your wife. You will just start crying because when you see the pain they pass through. So this life, when there is no pain, we're sorry to say, my people, you can't get no gain. You
Okay.
have to pass through. Yeah. So that's what I
And
wanted to say.
I will leave you guys with the words of our president, His Excellencies, uh, Honorable Mr. All the BB title that we give to him, Joseph Human Boyka. The paper say, and I quote, he said, opportunities are coming to Liberia. I repeat, opportunities are coming to Liberia. But if the manpower is not equipped, how can they partake in those opportunities? I remember our men in there in the horse, the lower horse or the upper horse, they making us on, oh, they selling work permit. Not true. Or not true. We don't know. But if we say you get our job, you don't sell our job, you don't sell the Liberian people job, are we prepared? So 2026, the opportunity in our in Liberia already, my people. When that lay carpenter shop you can go to learn something every day. Our umbrella. Pleated that hammer, pleated that saw. Even say you not get money to buy a brand new hammer and saw. But when somebody see how committed you are going to that carpenter shop every now and then, and they carrying that work net there, they small for line into the line, they will help you in one day. You buy your own saw, your hammer, and your tape root and thing. Please, our country, Miles. I am with this belief that the opportunities that are coming in our country is too
Big,
much.
it's too big. It's too big for the kind of
Dude,
minds we have. It's too big. So we have to enlarge our minds.
yeah. Our brothers and our sister. Forget about it too much trending thing on TikTok, face. We all are Facebook or TikToker. We are Instagrammer. We are messenger or messenger. Let me put it that way. Yeah. Are begging us. Let's get time to Facebook. Let's get time to Messenger. Let's get time to TikTok. At the same time, we get time to build our capacity. Let's get the skills. Let's hone the skills. Those of you who already have the skills, you can hone the skills. Please. And you see that there are two people in the world, Dr. Vicky Gray, those artists, the portrait artist, that did a portrait of Dr. Vicky Gray, right? And she
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
okay,
fine.
he said, you got my support. You see that little boss skill? You see that other brother skill? How people will support you. We will not sit down and be crying to our home. We not get food. We not get clothes. We not get money. Oh. I think can attract money is the skill you have. The thing that can attract money is the skill you have. Even if the skill you have ain't still bringing money, but we'll find means to, make ourselves visible. Try to make yourself visible. I want to make some on the internet today. I want to make you visible. Otherwise, we now blow our whole face when we get time for nobody. But because we want to be visible, we won't get time for traditional CV or you call it a resume. We don't want to get time for that because CV resume it can shortlist you. But you see the personal branding on the social media app, use it wisely. Now, small haircut you can do. Open your Facebook page. You wanna know how to do digital marketing? I did a course. I earned a certificate, not only certificate, but I get the skills. You can connect with me. You connect with Miles and the Miles TV through me. We're going to do that digital marketing of your platform. We bring your business, from traditional to online business, from a traditional business to a digital business or digital market. We will do all of those things for you. We'll build your page. We help you to monetize it if possible. We help you to run your ads or other stuff. So that's small thing you can do in a corner. Put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, put it on your TikTok. Then not only to go do the make or you find get that catering thing you can do in the corner. Put it on Facebook when you're baking, when you're frying a donut, put it there. Restaurant in like bro will call you. People in school hall then want people to be selling donut to that area. This man say, oh, I see one girl on Facebook. She can be frying donut. They will come to you. They will come to you. That what we hear on the internet for. Look at me saying intermedia. That's what we hear from our people. So comes
Sure.
2026, let's say no to the trends and we say yes to building our skills to have a purpose-driven life. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience, your time to listen to us, to hear us out, and to practicalize these things we are saying. And all thanks to our CEO, Hanson Myers, for affording us the opportunity to always come on. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, my dear brother and friend. Thank you for being here tonight. So many of us I know what we didn't see Miss Wonder. She tested me having some problem the same with Afra. But you guys don't worry. We are all going to the new year and you are going to see them so many times on this platform. It's going to be a wonderful time celebrating the new year. So we wish everyone the best. My brother has said everything that we needed to hear. It left for you now to take it or you leave it. Jesus said, life and death are placed before you. Choose today which one. If you choose life, that's it. You choose death. That it left for you now, right? Yeah, we're not forcing anybody, but some way, somehow, we'll force people because we want our country to be great. We want our country to be on the map. So, we would like to say thank you, and we will see you again. You will continue following our page, and then you will see update where it's going to be our first official show, and it's going to be a wonderful one. Trust us, in 2026, the first official show. We don't know who will bring in. We are still behind the scene engaging people. We don't know who that special person is, right? Or who are those group of people we are going to bring. We are still engaging people, but trust us, the first guest, they are going to come with power. They are going to come with something extraordinary. So, like my brother said, go to the store, buy a small carpet board there. I think they can sell it 15 or $20. Get your lip pen, drop down some things, read it, meditate on it, implement it. And you in the year 2026, I usually used to say to people, I say 2024, I passed through a lot, 2025, a lot. But I long been waiting for 2026. Let me tell you, my people, I have been waiting for 2026. So every one of us that are here today, 2026, not leaving me behind myself. They entrepreneurship, we have learned it. They here will be business too. We get in whatever thing we can get into. We are building ourselves. I was telling somebody saying my last semester we'll do some balance. How you call it? What economists can say? Check and balance and other things, right? We'll balance some things because we'll not continue focus here. Then we'll forget about certain things. Like my brother was saying, his education and one of you he said certain
Yeah,
things I remember, and I
my,
was like,
my school is not going to interfere with my education.
thank you. So we are going to make sure we are going. I take that statement very strongly. Yeah, we are going to make sure we are going to balance them. One of them need to be so active. We've been around for long. We've been building ourselves secretly. There are some things you have to do in the secret, but sometimes you gotta explore too, like my brother said now. So we ready.
Visibility.
Yeah, we are going to move like we said the Malas TV. So now we are going to move to some of these states, move to some of these places. There are lots coming this 2026. Don't miss it. We wish everyone a wonderful 2026. Enjoy your 2026. Please, we have few more hours. It is not bad to wear your resolution, like my brother say, but implement your resolution. The resolution thing we've been writing it every year, every year, every year, every year. Calculate yourself now. How much thing you are implemented from that resolution that you wrote? Calculate. The thing is, it's about implementation. Let's stop the too much of talking. That's why I tell most people who come to me, oh, bro, explain all that thing. I say, bro, me now the whole thing on now find solution for something. I don't want to be on too much of whole day we talking and put it. Like, bro, now we need solution. We need to forget about it too much of talking. We need solution and try to do it. And there are great people here that are ready to provide those solutions that we need. The only way these things can come to pass unless we all join our hands together and work, then these things will happen. So, my brother, thank you so much. And before we go, let's just take this song for the last time, and then we call it a day, and then we can move on. So, we
Eh,
want to say, first of all,
As,
we want to know, yeah.
can you do God will work it out?
I'm trying to let me see
God,
what I can get on the YouTube to see
yeah.
playing
One
this
thing
one while I
I
check it
know,
on YouTube.
one thing God will work it out. You don't forget, oh, your God will work it out. Your God will work it out. One thing you know, and one thing you find, God will work it out. And I say to myself, my God will work it out. My God will work it out. One thing I know, one thing I'll find. My God will work it out. Hey, one thing I know, one thing I find. My God will work it out. Be still, my soul. Be still and know, my God, He's in control. He's in control. Be still, my soul. Be still and know, my God, He's in control. Whoa. I can still do that too.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. So we're
Yeah.
trying to see, but it's not how you call
Yeah, we
it.
can
So my people,
just call it a
yeah,
day.
just take this song with Becky here. Just take this song.
Who made it be? Hallelujah, hallelujah. If my Jesus, who did him a man, ah, ready, ready. See who my favorite. His name is Jehovah, ocean divider, the lily of the valley,
Let's kind of
consuming
verse with
fire.
now.
Come on, Jehovah Jireh. I say he can break up poverty. Come on, I say he can break your barrenness. I say he can break your sickness. Iron, 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 iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker. Oh, your man they want, oh, your man they member. I can put the temper. Oh, your man I want it. Oh, your man they did. Oh, your man they did. Iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You are the only fire that burned the bush and the bush was not consumed. The only possibility that exists in the midst of impossibility. The only oracle that comes to the tabernacle to tackle my obstacle without leaving any particles. His name is Jehovah. Abandon Omega. Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Sikini. Jehovah Rafeka. Immortal Redeemer. Consuming fire. The lily of the valley. I am America. 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 Gaba gaba gaba. Jodiba jodiba jodiba. Jodiba jodiba jodiba. Iron iron iron. Iron iron iron. Iron iron iron. Iron America. Iron America. Iron America. Operation Bulldozer, Operation Massacre. From island to hospital, from hospital to mortuary.
We want to say thank God, thank you so much for today. Thank you, my brother. Indeed, our guys are iron breaker, and we know 2026 is going to break those irons that they are placed before us. Every iron, no matter how it can be, we'll call the construction people to tell that kind of irons they have. But we know
Yeah.
God will break everything, and then He's going to make a way for us. So in this
Amen.
light, we say thank you so much for joining us. If you just joining, sorry to say we have to leave. Now is almost like 1 o'clock to us here. We have to leave. We say thank you, and we hope to see you again in 2026 for another edition of the Miles TV. Thank you so much, my brother, and do have yourself a wonderful night. In this live
Happy
recording of
New
the
Year in advance. Happy New Year in advance to you and our
same
followers.
to same to you, my brother. Happy New Year in advance. Same to you. To all of our followers, go and enjoy your New Year. Dance I am breakout the way you can dance it.
I
We
am
just did our own on the platform. So thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow by God's grace.
Yeah. Today is the 31st.